Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and today I will be creating a narrow book cover from this printable. So this is available in my shop as a part of the Vintage Blues kit. So actually it can be resized. So this was the narrow book that I have created, but then I have resized this. So I will be working on for this size. I will probably do another journal of this size also, but let me first show you how you can make, because this is smaller, so this will be easy to handle on screen. So that was the idea, and I will be creating a shabby kind of look for this. This is looking a little bit brighter on the screen, but it is not actually this bright. I'm looking for my tear ruler, which has sort of disappeared. That's really bad. Okay, so let's do this in a different manner. Okay, sorry. So this is I'm just going to take off the sides, and this is not a very this is not cardstock, but you'll see what I mean by this. So I'm just going to take off this. So today we are only going to build the cover sort of thing, and then we're going to add the pages later on in another video. Okay, so just trimming this down. So you can follow these same steps when you're working with something else. So I'll just show you what I mean by this. Oh my god. So this is moving a little bit. That's annoying. Okay, so this is the mini book sort of thing that we'll be creating. This is a very narrow booklet sort of thing. I don't mind, because then you can insert this in any kind of journal that you're creating. So this is this, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink this a little bit. So I'm using walnut stain because it is dark, but if you don't want this dark, then you can obviously use some other color. So I have this sheet that I keep usually. Now I can't find everything. Actually, I had been traveling and I just came back home, and I thought, okay, so let me do a video. So this is how I try to do this, because I'll tell you why. This is going to be a little bit grungy, and the color is going to be dulled down quite a bit. So I want that splattered kind of look. So and this will have a fabric lining. I'll show you what I mean by this. Okay, so you can use any fabric for that matter. Like if you have any old pillowcases that have discolored, or you want to throw that, you can use that. That works fine. And this is just the first layer that I've used, and there will be certain more layers. So this is the booklet. Okay, and I'm going to line this with a piece of fabric. So just let me get hold of the fabric. Okay, so I have started on the back of the cover. So what I'm going to do is, this is actually an Amazon envelope, and this is pretty sturdy, but it's also flexible. So I have worked with Amazon envelopes before, and I really like the coloration as well as the strength, flexibility, whatever. So what I've done is I've basically cut down, just going to an envelope. Okay, so this is going to be the support that the cover needs, because this is not on cardstock. So if you want, you can do this. So I'm going to be covering this. I don't want this white part, so I'll just see if I can peel this off. If I can't, then I'm going to do something else. I don't think I can. That's okay. So I'm going to be covering this first, and then I'm going to be adding the fabric piece. Now this is a piece of curtain that I had, and I'm going to lay this on top of the packaging, and then I'm going to add another layer of paper to this. So I'll show you what I mean by this. So basically we need to glue this on this part, so, and it will be stitched basically around all the sides. So I'm going to be pretty generous with the glue, and then, you know, probably add some PVA glue at the edges so that they stay put when I decide to stitch. You can skip the stitching process altogether, but me being me, and you can do different versions of this. So I'm going to be layering this, because whatever little packaging is showing through, I don't want the white to be seen. Yeah, okay, so that's done, and I'm going to smoothen this a little bit. This is going to be a very rustic cover sort of thing, but that's okay. As I said, needs to just so I'm going to just, so that it doesn't move about. I know the fabric is not going to stay put for long, but that's okay. As I said, I'm going to be stitching, and then I'm going to be putting another piece of paper. My workspace is a mess as usual. However hard I try to clean this, it hardly stays clean, and when it gets too messed up, I just feel so frustrated. I don't want to go back to that space anymore. And you can see it's not straight. That's fine, because I don't want this to be straight. Basically, I want that rustic look. So that's done, and now we're going to put some cover to this. I mean, inside, some cover on the inside, some paper on the inside. What am I speaking? What a day, what a day. So actually we are setting up a weekend home for me and my husband, and we have had some furniture delivery, some stuff, some, you know, carpenter work, some stuff going on. So this is going to be the cover. It is pretty sturdy as it is, and then I'm going to put another layer of paper. Just a second. Okay, let me get hold of the paper that I want to put in. Okay, so I have these antique book scraps, and I probably will use something which is going to cover the entire book. So I think I'm going to be using this. Perfect. So it's going to be covering the entire piece inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the extra bit, and I will be back after I've put this down. Okay, so I have glued this portion. The only thing I missed filming, I mean, something went wrong with the camera probably, but I have layered one big piece of, you know, mesh cloth sort of thing, you can say, because I want to take out the threads and make this look a lot more raggedy than it actually is. And also, yeah, I know it's looking like this, but that's okay. I'm just probably I will trim some things down. So I'm just going to fold this, okay, and I'm going to be inking certain things here and there. Not everything, but certain things. Okay, so another thing we will do is, okay, here we have a little bit of white showing through. I don't want that. Okay, so this is a grungy kind of booklet. Now the only thing it needs is a little bit of sewing, which I will do, and I'll come back to show you how it's looking. Okay, so yeah, so you can skip the sewing part altogether. You mean if you are using a fabric glue or something of that sort, you can skip the gluing part. But since I am using I'm not using a fabric glue, I want to sew this, and yeah, so I'm going to be trimming this extra little bit that's bugging me, and also I have trimmed down the mesh cloth in the process. It's horrendous. Okay, so that's something like this. Okay, so now I will stitch this and I'll be back to show you how it looks. So the cover has been stitched. Now I will take out the threads from these and then trim these a little bit, and it's going to create a mess, you know, taking out all these threads. That's okay, I can reuse these threads, yeah, to layer something. I don't throw these away. So if you do throw these away, don't throw these away. They can, you know, you can make a little nest of these and then use them in your layering, in your ephemera. I'm sure you don't throw this away. So how are you people doing today? When I'm filming this, this is Sunday evening, and we're super tired. I had left home in the morning, so I'm going to be sort of, you know, fixing this part. Okay, so this is kind of weird, but this is what it is. So I'm going to be taking off this. I probably will do another sewing thingy, because, you know, it makes the things a little bit sturdy and also fixes things better. So I want this to look like this, and I'm going to be trimming these off. Yeah, so I don't need this much of you know, thready fabric sort of thing. I'll probably trim these a little bit. Yes, that looks nice. Okay, so I'm also going to be trimming this part teeny weeny bit, because it is, again, it's bugging me. Okay, and now we have this side to deal with. So I'm going to be trimming this. This is like trimming your hair. Yeah, I do that so often on my books, not on my hair. I'm not that much capable, you know. I can't trim hair of my own. So I'm just going to give it, okay, and then I'll take off the threads from these also, but for that I need a needle sort of thing, because this is a very thickly woven fabric, and it will take hours to take things off from this. So the main idea is to, okay, so okay, so this is our book cover. Okay, I'll probably go through it once more, and also I'm going to be grunging this a little bit more, but not with walnut stain, because it is going to get too grungy then. I'm going to be using Vintage Photo. I do have brown espresso. Let's try this. I hope it isn't too dark. I haven't even used it. I bought this a while back. Let's try this on this. Can be done. Okay. So now we will choose the papers for this journal, and we're going to work on this. So that's it, and bye for today. So you can see, you can reuse your packaging, your old pillowcases or whatever bed sheets you have, and then you have a cool journal cover like this. So I hope you try this, and I'll post a link to the kits that I've used. And you can see it hardly takes time, you know, you can do it in a jiffy. It doesn't take much. And I'm also going to make another bigger one, the one that I showed that comes in the kit itself. This is for a little bit a bigger, I mean a more taller journal, but I decided to make a smaller one because then it's easy to do on camera. But you can obviously give this a try, and if you don't want to make this make it this big, you can obviously resize it and, you know, use it any way you like, any size you want to make. So that's it. So if you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you like to see more of these kind of videos, then comment below, and don't forget to support me on Ko-fi. I have brand new stuff going up there, and there will be updates weekly. Every Saturday there's going to be new items that are going to be added on Ko-fi, so if you're interested, you can obviously go and visit. And I'm also going to show you the process video of how I'm working on the tag journal, the one flippy flappy thing that's coming. I think that will be coming after this, maybe in between, I'm not sure. I know I'm talking too fast, but that's because you know, my brain is functioning super fast today because I had to do a lot of things. So this is the inside. This is again is a printable. It's called Antique Book Scraps. I think this is volume 1, because since these are antique books, they are of different sizes. They are not of equal sizes. This one fitted this project to the T, and so I've used this. You can use any ones that you like. You can even do one thing. You can put one on this side, you know, trim this down and use it on one side, and then another one on this side. It's totally up to you. It's your call. So I hope you like this video. Thank you everybody for watching this. Bye. Have a great day and stay safe.